Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. I haven't been doing too many videos. I was just taking in all the new releases and I was a bit sick a couple of weeks ago, just getting a bit better. And of course, the mood in Hong Kong wasn't very much to rejoice about anything, given the terrible events that you must have seen in the news, those towers on fire. And yeah, bizarrely, I'm in an office that's right across from a building that had been in renovation for months, and the netting around it went up in flames just a couple of months ago. If that wasn't a foreboding event of what could happen. But there you go. We'll let the investigators dig further into what happened there. And of course, we think about all the people affected, the thousands of people that are affected by those fires. So yeah, there have been a lot of releases in the watch world, many of them around Dubai Watch Week, which seems to be a really fun event. People love it a lot more than Watches and Wonders. A lot of time for that event. You will see models that you know, but with a special dial for the Siddiqui family, for the or with the Eastern Arabic numerals, things like that. So some very beautiful watches, but there have also been some very complex machines released. So we're going to go through them, but we can start maybe with something a bit more mainstream. The new Tudor Ranger in 39 and in 36 millimeters with a Dune dial. The picture here is very good on the Tudor website, but I have seen the watch in person at in the window of an authorized dealer. It's very flat, and to be honest, the design doesn't move the needle for me in any way. Not a big fan. So these costed here in Hong Kong 27,000 Hong Kong dollar. That's about 3,500 US, I suppose. There's big competition from Longines, for example. So let's go to the Swatch group. We've talked about the new revamp, very modern case of this Planet Ocean, which is a bit more niche, of course, than the flagship Seamaster 300, just like the Sea Dweller would be a bit more specialized than the Submariner. Personally, I'm not a fan of this very angular design and all the polished section on a watch that's supposed to be a tool. Also, I find that the dial is very small in that huge case. It gives me a bit of a Grand Seiko vibe, which is not bad in itself. But I'm sure some people will like it. I don't see big queues at the authorized dealer. I'm just wondering what happens to all the other Planet Oceans from the previous generation, the previous case, that were left unsold. Thousands of them, I would imagine. Where do they go? Do they just destroy them to avoid them spilling onto the secondary market? I'm not quite sure. Omega manages most of their boutiques, but also have secondary ADs. So yeah, it will be interesting to see the prices on those. I kind of still prefer the very first Planet Ocean, the one that was on the wrist of Daniel Craig in James Bond. So again, not really exciting for me. Very exciting, but obviously unobtainable from the same group. Hard to believe. Blancpain, the higher end. By the way, Frédéric Piguet was absorbed into Blancpain. That's why they have access to some of those great calibers. The Grande Double Sonnerie by Blancpain, so the watchmakers there did something never done before. This one has the Petite Sonnerie, Grande Sonnerie, I believe. It has the Westminster chime, so four different gongs doing the Westminster. The great novelty here is that there is a second melody that you can access through a switch using a column wheel type of function. And this second melody was actually developed together with Eric Singer, the drummer from the band Kiss, who's a lover of watches and I guess probably a good client of Blancpain. So yeah, big congrats for this incredible timepiece to the watchmakers of Blancpain. They're gonna make one or two per year, and I think it's $1.7 million dollar. But we go from one extreme to the other, and flexing also their horological muscle is the other. Refined brand from the group. It's Breguet, who come up with the experimental, which is very interesting. So this one is research on how to provide constant force and less or no friction using the enemy of typical watches, magnetism, here to create something completely different. And you would imagine that that's what Abraham Louis Breguet would be working towards if he was still alive today. And that's really what Breguet should be about. I think the watch looks good, maybe a bit big, but I like this mix of modern sporty with dress, with the precious metal. There's a tourbillon in this watch as well, so very interesting to see this new direction for Breguet. Um, a lot of people like they're very classic watches, the look that Daniel Roth had created for Breguet in the 90s. But it's great that they're moving on towards something else, and this is really exciting to see. And now, completely on the other end of the spectrum, there's a new Moon Swatch. Mission to Earth phase with moonshine gold with different little designs you can compare with your friends. Uh, the design of the moons, not super interesting. I don't think people are really queuing for these anymore. Seiko, I thought I would mention it because I just saw a nice video on YouTube about it on one of my favorite channels. Bring back the word alpinist onto the alpinist. So I hang on to my old green alpinist. It's nice that they're doing it like this. The Prospex logo, I think everybody wish it would disappear from this watch. So yeah, the story continues for the alpinist, and there's a new movement in it with two more hours of power reserve. I don't know what's the point. If no, you're a young guy, you buy this watch as your only watch. You don't need a long power reserve that ruins completely the timekeeping from my experience of the latest Seiko calibers. But it's a bit of a marketing gimmick now. But cool dial color, I think we had seen that in the past. There's been so many versions of the Alpinist. This one has a bit of orange there on the rotating compass. If you find a use for it, for example, it can be like a reminder, a cheap reminder when the hour gets there or the minutes gets there that you have something to do. Anyway, there's different colors. I really like this blue, which has a weird name. And I'm not even on the Seiko website because you can't even find these on the Seiko website. There's so many versions for different countries. Forget about it. Let's go to the LVMH group, and wow, stone dials have been one of the big trends of the past couple of years, but they take it to the next level with the Lescal, especially the turquoise. I really like turquoise, turquoise. Those stones remind me of what all the rock stars were wearing on the wrist. In the 70s, and it is just gorgeous, and they take it to the next level, putting it around the whole watch. And look at this beautiful thing. It looks a bit like the Vuitton cases, beautiful details. They have their in-house movement, and there's the other version in malachite if you prefer green. I love green as well. They're 40 millimeters platinum here. The price is very high, half a million Hong Kong dollar, but yeah, it's great to see craft and great ideas realized. Um, yeah, fantastic stuff if you can afford it. in the same group, a great new tag. I don't even know this collaboration. It's called a Fragment with an artist. I'm not hip enough to know who that is, Hiroshi Fujiwara, but the result is really beautiful and cool, and it's a limited edition. I think they're gonna sell many of these. People complain sometimes about limited edition. They say, "Hey, if it's popular, why not make it?" Um, all the time, but well, first there's a technicality of it. Maybe to make this dial or this, they have to attribute resources for that. Watch companies, even big watch companies like Tag, don't have unlimited resources. So maybe they decide, okay, we'll make 500 dials and that's it. And then we move back on to our regular line. But also people like this sense of exclusivity. And if you make too many of them, they won't feel the rush to buy this watch. So I have nothing against a limited edition. This one is 39 millimeter in steel, really very cool, and it's $9,000. I think it's very reasonable. Beautiful thing. Maurice Lacroix, we never talk about them, but the Icon comes in a new version, the Iconic Master Triple Retrograde. Triple retrograde at a good price, 50,000 Hong Kong. That's very reasonable for what you get, and a lot of watchmakers praised some of the complications that Maurice Lacroix has have done in the past. So this one, yeah, maybe my way back into the icon. I like that you can see sort of the plates, and that you can see at the front some of the Geneva striping, good colors as well. I'm a big fan of rubber straps and all that, so I'd love to check one of these out. At least the size is probably the 41, I suppose, 43 millimeter, a bit big, and height 13 millimeter. That's reasonable. Yeah, we'll have to see it fits if it fits on the wrist, but I thought I would mention it. Very cool and not bad as well. Bremont, of course, they go in every direction, but they have that same ID. Chopard have done that. I have one of those watches of skeletonizing but showing those plates with the Geneva stripes. This one is the Altitude Skeletonized Perpetual Calendar GMT, 37,000 pounds. I'm not sure there's a market for it, but maybe they believe there is, and it looks quite cool. I have to say in this version. So never mentioned Bremont. Good chance to do it. Herwerk collaborate with Ulysse Nardin, the Freak, for the Earth Freak. So Ulysse Nardin with, as you know, the whole carriage of the Freak turning around the dial. And here they have the satellite display of Herwerk. Probably there will be a much more affordable version from China eventually. But yeah, very cool watch for the avant-garde type of style. And in that avant-garde style, I really like the Freak the most. It's the one I would want to wear the most. Again, that planetary type of rotating display, not very easy to read the time. We see it a lot. We see it now at very affordable price points from brands like Barron's and all that. So maybe for the guy who really doesn't count his last pennies. Very affordable here, a bit of a playful watch. Louis Erard collaborates again with Constantin Chaiking, turning around the display of their customary watch for the regulator style display, and so that they can have the hours and the minutes as eyes. They've done that before, and they come again with another collab with Chaikin, who I suppose doesn't make anything here. This one, I think that's pushing it a bit too much, and I think your kids will think you're losing it a bit, Daddy, if you're adding this to the collection. I didn't buy this one. It's 40 millimeters, nice case, playful play on the frog and the princess stories. Um, yeah, it's getting a bit much. It is getting a bit much into the craziness, but well, it exists. Now Japek come with the Time Jumper. Gorgeous watch again with some one of the most favorite complication of the past couple of years. Now almost every brand seems to need to have a jumping hour and the passing minutes. But the way they do it here is just so artistic and beautiful. I had to show it to you. But the pictures on the website are actually pretty lame. There's a gold version, yellow gold, but I prefer the stainless steel. They don't really show it properly. So go to monochrome watches as usual. They have the best pictures. Look at this. Wow, retro futuristic. But if you can't really read the time, don't worry. You push the button. You can't even see that on the website of Japek, and you can open the hood. It's even more confusing, perhaps. I don't know if it helps reading the time or not. And these jumping hour watches with the tiny apertures, it's getting a bit ridiculous, like the Cartier one. You can barely read the time. At my age, by the time you can afford it, you can't even read the time anymore. But it is very beautiful, very cool. Just for the beauty of it, the art of it. It seems like it's a nice size as well. It's platinum. Wow. That is incredible. So some really incredible releases, right? With the Breguet, the Blancpain. This one probably a bit more affordable. 42,000 Swiss francs. That's reasonable for a Japek. Time Jumper, very nice. Very nice as well. We never get to talk about Roger Dubuis. They've gone to that very avant-garde, high-tech, skeletonized tourbillon kind of look, Lamborghini collab type of watches. And now they come back a bit to the roots with a new version of the Hommage La Placide. We don't have the funky case anymore, a bit more reasonable this time, but the dial, yeah, it brings back so many memories to the big fans of the early models of the brand. Perpetual calendar, gorgeous display, and it's going to be limited at least for now, but maybe yeah, we'll see them come back a bit to a bit more classic type of design, and look at the execution. It's just impeccable on this watch. Yeah, a modern revival, and yeah, beautiful caliber. So I think it makes a lot of enthusiasts very happy to see this, and of course learn about the story of Roger Dubuis, one of the trailblazing independent watchmakers. And maybe we'll finish with something much more affordable. A lot of people love those buy compacts design, Patek Philippe style. So I thought I would mention Atelier Noced, a new brand. I didn't know about it. It's a manually wound chronograph using a Celita caliber, but it's nice and thin and comes with different colors. And I think it's about 2,000 Swiss francs or thereabouts. So maybe you can discover this if you've been looking for a mechanical version of this type of design. And there's a few on the markets, of course, from the micro brands. But this one here, I think it's really hits the right spot for the enthusiasts. Some really interesting colors. I like that kind of faded yellow and that brown. They're all interesting. And yeah, you can discover more there on the website of the brand, or monochrome watches, 2,200 euros, 37 millimeter by 10.5. So it's great dimensions for this running a 4 hertz Celita SW 510. There you go, guys. Let me know what other watches you have seen recently in the news from Dubai Watch Week, and which one of these are your favorite, and which ones can you afford, of course. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.